Hi there. What can I help you with?
Tudo bem? E o que você resolveu o negócio lá do estágio, Sara? O que você resolveu do negócio do estágio?
Ah, ainda tem que ver, né? Ah, vou começar a semestre, nem comecei ainda.
Ah, não?
Começar a faculdade amanhã.
É sério?
Aham.
Caramba.
Hoje teve um negócio de apresentação de calor. A faculdade estava lotada de gente. Tá lotada.
Ah, imagino. Mas tem no curso novo lá?
Não.
Ou não?
Ah, deve ter, não sei. Tinha... Não, acho que não. Não ia ter fisioterapia. É, tem uma noção antiga, mas aí ficando mais gente, né? Pessoas saindo de escola, mais gente
É,
estudar.
entendi.
Ah, eu ainda não vi nada agora. Será que eu
Uhum. Gosto.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Have you completed preparations? I'm sorry that our meetings are, but
Oh, did you call me?
Start to the cluster. Farm nojento, né? Farmezinho bruto. Agora, deixa eu colocar a cobertinha.
You made it. You don't know this place, right? Let's walk and talk. Since I'm temporarily in charge, I'll be briefing you on your mission. We've detected an increased amount of dimensional anomalies in this area recently. They do seem... as Kyle said, riding this bad boy was like riding a wild horse across the plains. Ew. Anyway, it's a shame that such a useful piece of equipment was retired. It was probably because there's nowhere to use it, right? Other than Albion and Kingston, we've lost most of our territory. After the war is over, we should all take a trip to the seaside with this thing. I hear you can still find unpolluted water out beyond the Axian Plains. Oh, yeah. Operation instructions. Look, it's written in the manual here. I've tested it a few times, but I'm still more comfortable in my liquid RK state. I'll practice with it some more later. You go ahead.
Large clusters of breach creatures have been detected within the unstable dimension zone. Search and destroy. What? Are you saying they're not actually Vulcans? Legion Special Assault Ship detected in the airspace. Descendant, engage the assault ship.
This is surprising. And not in a positive way, of course. It may be hard to believe, but the body tissue of the Vulgus you are currently engaged with contains colossi DNA. The situation is more critical than we thought. If the Vulgus have created a new species, we need to gather as much data as possible to develop effective countermeasures.
Watch your feet.
Tchau.
We're classifying the Vulgus currently ancient under a new category. Designation is the Legion of Breach. We are detecting mixed Vulgus and colossi signals. The exact size of the force is difficult to determine. We advise all descendants to engage at their discretion.
Transport on descendant position. Close air support available. Dangerous close. I repeat. Dangerous close. Fire system.
Ok.
Full biosignal to powerful units detected. This is a match for the Abyss Scarab. Mention the axial plane. It's likely to be a mutated variant.
you
É,
said.
morreu.
It's clear that the dimensional balance has been compromised since the Ironheart was used. While I analyze the energy patterns, I need you to investigate a few other locations. Do you see those giant circular structures? They're called Colossus-guided capture zones. If a dimensional breach were to occur, these constructions will be the only remaining defense against any Colossi on the Axiom planes. I need you to go and survey these Colossus-guided capture zones.
Atropela os bichos.
As expected, many of the outer walls have suffered severe damage, and the decoy pulses are non-operational. Hold on. The signal is... Descendant, you need to get out of there quickly. A void storm is rapidly approaching. Valby, do you copy? Fall back, both of you.
Large-scale dimensional breach in progress. Please evacuate to an area out of range of the sirens, or vacate the Colossus-guided capture zone. All descendants in the...
Descendant, do you read me? A powerful void storm is approaching the Axion plains. Energy readings are approaching Sigma level. Evacuate to safety before it's too late. Descendant, this looks like a dimensional breach in progress. I repeat, dimensional breach. Colossus inbound.
Hell, what's happening?
A dimensional breach has opened directly onto the Axiom plane.
Emocionante.
All investigative personnel have withdrawn.
just get to the point. Received your report, Descendant. Well, unfortunately, despite your efforts, we have a serious security situation in Ingress. Corell's use of the Ironheart has upset the dimensional balance. Axion, where the balance between dimensions was already unstable, is being breached. We need to secure the Axion planes to keep Colossi from pouring in. Once the Void Storm subsides, we'll begin an operation to recapture the Axion planes. Until then, I need you. I know. I'm reluctant to surrender the area too. The Colossi that have appeared in the Axion plane seem to have evaded our radar. We haven't detected the distinctive wavelengths they emit when they die. I can't imagine that a Colossus that had made it as far as Ingress would have willingly turned back. There must be another reason. We'll find out when we retake the Axion planes. I'm sure we'll have another opportunity.
Seeing Albion in an uproar again means we must have had another huge guest. I have some information about our latest guest. Stop by when you have a moment.
Oh, a special human child.
I heard that the arrival location of this Colossus was different than the previous time. It appeared in a place where the intercept network is useless. Well, that must be the Axion planes. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade the Void Radar at the moment. But I can help you take on the Colossus. According to the data, your mobility equipment was actually a risk factor in this operation. You could have been caught by one of the Colossi. The power output is a critical issue. But for decommissioned equipment, it didn't perform too badly. So I suppose we shouldn't complain. And you are still going to have to use this equipment on the battlefield, aren't you? In that case, I have something for you. I was considering improving the performance of your mobility equipment. Try this prototype part first. We'll see how it performs in the field, and then if it can be improved.
Have you completed preparations? I'm glad you're safe, Descendant. The dimensional breach in the Axion planes has been stabilized. It seems the Vulgus wanted to avoid a Colossi invasion as well. Of course, this means Albion HQ halted the operation to reoccupy the Axion planes. A neutral zone has been established for both sides. If the fighting continues, another dimensional breach will open in the Axion planes. You seem unhappy with HQ's decision, Descendant. Balby seems to share your views. I've heard her say many times that water that leaks in can also leak out. But the void can't be thought of as water that can be bailed out. It's more like the abyss. The more we try to empty it, the more the monsters in there become interested in us. I hope you'll trust HQ's decision on this occasion.
Descendant.
What? Okay. Fia, 20 lugares ao mesmo tempo, fia.
Descendant. I was able to extrapolate some interesting information using the data from Operation Sigma Sector. I do not believe the purpose of the Oblivions was to occupy Ingress. If it was, there was no reason to keep such a powerful force in Sigma Sector. This could have a lot of implications, Descendant. Perhaps Corel was not only after the Ironhearts in Ingress. Perhaps he desired Arcade as well. And our troubles do not end there. In the midst of this chaos, the Vulgus have their sights set on the Axian Plains. The Axian Plains is the most dimensionally unstable place in Ingress. The Vulgus even created a dedicated force to invade it, which means the Axian Plains must be of great strategic value to them. What do they hope to gain from occupying the Axian Plains? So many questions. We should tackle them one at a time, starting with those that concern the Vulgus. If Glay will allow it, I need to explore the memories of her daughter Dia through RK synchronization. Dia was an Oblivion commander, so she must have received orders directly from Corel. We need to find out what they were, and quickly. Descendant.
What?
Look over there, Descendant. A memory that has been molded into a physical form. It has been made unerasable, no matter how hard she tries to forget it. It appears to have been created by coercive commands or brainwashing. We should investigate. This is a Vulgus structure. Dia recognizes this place as a ship. She must have come to this place many times to have this information embedded in this way. Yes, this is a memory that was imprinted on Dia as an Obliviant. The Vulgus ship that she aborted as a commander. Does this mean... Corral. Descendant, it is Corral. We must hurry. I told you this memory was forced into this shape, didn't I? Daya does not wish to remember this moment any longer. If we miss this opportunity, we may never see it again.
Corel, connection has been established with Cliphoff. However, the dimensional gap left behind by the destruction of the Ironheart will soon be sealed. The connection will not last. Dominator, can you hear my voice?
Sire! Is all well? I have been concerned for you.
My well-being is not important. Your report on the situation in Cliphoff.
Sire?
Did you not hear me? Your report on the situation in Cliphoff.
Forgive me, sire, but I thought with the dimensions connected, you would soon be returning to Cliphoff. The situation in Cliphoff is dire. Most of the key areas of the planet have been destroyed by the Colossi. The Legion of Darkness you left behind has been wiped out. The Order of Truth, including your humble servant, still resists. But time is running out.
Dominator, I have finally raised a legion that wields the power of the ancestors. Our analysis of the Colossi and our void research have provided more than sufficient means to save.
Sire, it appears there are not enough remaining Ironhearts. The dimensional gap is growing.
Dominator, if I strike the weakest point of the dimensional boundary on this planet, I can still reach Cliphoff with the remaining Ironhearts. Do not give up.
Sire, with all due respect, it is time to face reality.